This is the M-IV-Yoh. It is a Tier 8 American premium heavy tank. It is currently the least sold vehicle in the Blitzfair auctions with the cheapest price tag of 8,500 gold. In today's video, I wanted to showcase why the M-IV-Yoh is actually quite a solid vehicle, even though on paper it looks pretty dang boring. So let's take a look at its statistics that it has going for it. First of all, the gun. It features a 4-shell autoloader. However, it's not really an autoloader. The way it works is your 4 shells have a slightly faster reload than, let's say, a normal 310 alpha gun. So the Tiger 2 has like a 7.5 second reload, and this vehicle gets a 7.98. So you'll slightly out reload vehicles like a Tiger 2, and the Tiger 2 has actually really good DPM. You'll slightly out reload basically any 310 alpha. And in return, you have a 13.58 second magazine reload, which is super, super quick. So you shoot your 4 shells or 3 shells, you back in the cover, you reload for 13 seconds, and then you have 4 again. And it's nice because you almost always have the second or even third shell on your opponent before they're able to shoot back at you, which allows you to be quite confident in dumping out your damage. Not only does the vehicle have this really cool gun mechanic, but it also features the emergency track mechanic, which means when the vehicle's tracks do get destroyed, it is still able to reverse at 4 kilometers per hour, albeit not very fast, but it is still nice that the vehicle even has that mechanic to begin with. Penetration-wise, this vehicle is actually crazy good. 230 on the standard and 280 on the premium, and it's premium APCR, so that's actually super duper effective. And the vehicle also has quite nice HE, 420 damage per shot for only 310 alpha with 60 mils a pen. So the tank, if you do get the rear of opponents, is going to absolutely slap. Because it's American, it obviously features 8 degrees of gun depression. Almost all American tanks have good gun depression, and it's really the vehicle's turret armor that allows it to be so solid. It's 267 mils, and it's all around. You can see that it has a slab of armor that starts at the front of the vehicle and laps all the way around to the back. If you hit any of this armor, even on the flat side of the turret, you're going to bounce unless you have upwards of about 290 mils of pen. And I'm not even joking. This vehicle features one of the hardest turrets to pen in Tier 8. Now, it obviously has a big ol' hongler bongler on the roof, so if you're able to hit the hatch, then it's going to pen 90% of the time. But if you're shooting at that turret armor, good luck. That's all I'm going to say. The upper plate armor as well, very solid. The side armor is pretty mediocre, but it does actually have some troll spots that will give you the occasional bounce. I think this vehicle's camo looks absolutely fantastic. Probably one of the best camos that Wargaming has put into Tier 8. I'm a big fan of it. The final thing we should talk about is mobility. The vehicle reaches a top speed of 40 and best of all reverses at 18. This allows it to be very flexible, getting in and out of position, especially because it features a power to weight of 16.5. Personally, I believe the M-IV-Yoh is actually an incredibly underrated tank. It does have some mechanics that are annoying, like 0.362 dispersion. I don't know why it's so bad. It's quite irritating to have a gun with such a low alpha damage have such a bad accuracy value. But it's not the end of the world, because the other mechanics like its mobility, turret armor, and clipping potential allow it to make up for that. And I don't really have any other complaints. It's just the accuracy is pretty mid. I guess I can say the hatch was kind of annoying when I was recording for this vehicle when it first came out, but I'm not sure if it'll be as much of a problem now. I guess we're going to find out. Here we go in our first game. It is actually a pretty solid matchup with only Tier 7s and Tier 8s. But the Tier 8s they have, very, very strong. They have an E75 TS, Barask, and a T77, and a Tiger 2. The only one that's really not that big of a worry is the IS-6. By the way, you can see the vehicle's very good mobility here, chilling at 40 kilometers per hour. It's got great traverse speed. It's just a surprisingly mobile heavy, which is always nice. I love mobility. Makes the tank feel much more enjoyable to drive. So we got the T-34-1, we got the Tiger 2, and look at that, super easy slap into the side of the Tiger 2. E75 TS is going to cross that. So we're going to make our way up here. Don't see anything off to the side, and they don't have any TDs. The only thing I'm worried about is the possibly Barask. Yeah, that's who I was worried about, but it doesn't seem like the Barask is too much of a threat right now. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, at least we got the base captured. Let's turn our turret over to the Tiger 2, and easy bonk. Already, we've been able to get about 900 damage out on this vehicle. And again, this is where that clipping reload is super, super good. Like, we're already reloaded on the clip. You can't do that in a lot of tier 8s. It's just insanely fast. So we got the Tiger 2. He does pen me, and now we're getting pushed by the T-77, which is obviously not what I want. We also got the E-75 TS on our side. So we're actually going to leave because I don't think I have enough support from my team. So we're going to push wide, and we're going to see if I can get a shell into the rear of the Super Hellcat. There you go. Look at that. 469, 504. Easy, easy HE. That guy gets bled. We're going to aim it on the Barask. There you go. Easy 299 shot. You can start to see where the gun on this vehicle actually feels quite nice. Alright, Barask bounces me. Don't know if that shell hit, but I'm quite confident it actually did. I'm not sure why that Barask is even trading with a tier 8 to begin with. I've got so much more HP than he has. Alright, we're going to leave at this point. I don't know if the Barask has a shell, nor do I really care, to be honest. I think we'll be fine as it is. We're going to head over towards the heavies. Alrighty, and let's see. E-75 TS appears like he's going to poke my teammate. He does, and somehow our shot did not cut through his lower plate. That's alright, we're going to bonk the Tiger 2. We're going to track him if we can. There you go. Unfortunately, my teammate in the Tiger 2 doesn't really know how to aim, it would appear. Alright, we also got the 34-1. Easy clear. I mean, you can see why this tank feels so good, though. I mean, the gun is just super duper nice. We're just going to face hug the IS-6. Unfortunately, we still get hit, and honestly, we might die. I don't know what our team's doing, but they're not doing a lot right now. I can tell you that for a fact. It's not the vehicle's fault, though, if we do end up dying. We're going to get a bonk into the IS-6. Teammate bounces him, and most likely the Barask is going to finish us off here. I'm just going to back up, though. We're going to turn our tank towards the Barask, but yeah. I don't know what the heck our team's doing. Very, very bad team. That's all there is to say. We have a full health Nebulon who allowed this Barask to flank us. And you know what the sad part is? If the Barask wasn't allowed to flank us, this would have been the easiest win ever, because I guarantee I could have killed that Tiger 2 and T-77. So, just a classic, unfortunate team moment. Hopefully, the T-32 shoots somebody here. Unsurprisingly, this game was a loss, because unsurprisingly, this game was a loss. Their lineup was completely stacked, and even with a stacked lineup, we were still able to deal 3,586 damage, and at the end of the day, it wasn't the tank's fault by any means why it ended up being a defeat. It was simply because a Barask was able to get behind our entire team and farm them for 5,000 HP. There's not much you can do when your T-54 Lightweight and Nebulon do a combined of about 1,000 damage. It's just really unfortunate our mediums had no clue how to deal with that enemy. But I can't really complain. We did our job, and I'm pretty confident that if we didn't have that Barask roll on our rear, we could have won that battle. The T-77 wasn't much of a threat, and it didn't seem like the Tiger 2 or really anybody on their heavy flank was a threat. It was just that guy who rolled up behind us. So here we are, loading into our second battle. Another tier 7 game. Not too bad. You could very easily see, though, how nonchalantly the Yoh can take apart enemy teams. The gun just feels pretty nice. It's nothing crazy, but the fact that it just has shells constantly is always a very, very nice thing. And when you pair that with the fact the vehicle has super good mobility and everything else, I just really, really enjoy playing in the tank. Looks like our team's going to town, judging that every single player on the team was pinging to go to town, so that's where we're heading. But yeah, look at this mobility again. I mean, we're easily going upwards of 36, 37, 40 already. The tank's just fast. It must have incredible terrain resistances. I haven't looked, but yeah, the tank is way faster than you would ever think it should go. So what do we have? We got the M6 EXP, we got the Panther. Let's aim it on the M6. There you go. Easy 325. Got the IS-2, who is crossing, and obviously not much of a threat to me. We got the Panther, we got the Kanonen. Easy shell into the Kanonen, and as you can tell, bounces all day on our hull and turret at this angle. Got the ISU. There you go. Easy bonk. And we do get penned by the EXP, who wasn't even spotted, so like, I don't know, what the fudge, bro. And we pen him, but okay. What are these pens, guys? What are these pens? Like, what? Okay. I guess just being unskilled at the game and not aiming at opponents' weak spots is the way to pen players nowadays. Alright, we're going to aim it on the EXP. We're going to track him, because the track wheel on the EXP is still the biggest weak spot, period. People don't realize that they over-angle the tank. We're going to track him again. There you go. Doesn't look like he has another repair kit, so we're easily able to hit him here. Alrighty, we're going to go for another shot. Okay, guess he just shoots me there. To be fair, the EXP has an insane amount of pen, but still very, very annoying. Alright, well, at least we finish off the ISU. I mean, I'll showcase the armor after this. We've just been getting BS pens, to be honest. The armor is very, very good on this vehicle's turret. It's just been completely stupid what's been penning us so far. Let's aim it on the WZ. There you go. Easy pen on his tank. We got to reload in 3 more seconds. The WZ actually has, like, ridiculously fast reverse speed. People don't know that, but the thing reverses at, like, 20, which is kind of insane. But not going to stop us. We got 2 shells into his vehicle. All we need to do now is aim it on the Kanonen. There you go. Nice 312 pen. We got another bounce. Just like that. This has, it's been another easy farm. There you go. He's dead, and the game's over. So, the Yoh, just, again, even with the pens that were cutting through our tank like butter, apparently, we still did pretty good. We had a victory, and I think we did easily. Yeah, 3,000 damage again. 3,167. So let me pull up the armor profile really quick on a second page. I know the armor profile is good because I've looked at it in the past not too long ago. So we just got some really stupid pens on our vehicle. Some classic Wargaming doesn't like me pens there. So let's go to Blitz. Here we go. Pull up Armor Inspector. Tier 8 heavy, and we make our way over to the M-IV-Yoh, and let's just keep a, doesn't really matter, just do an AT-15 on it. Yeah, I mean, look at that armor. Turret, 299 everywhere. I told you, it's like 300 mils thick on the turret. That is where the EXP randomly shot at us, and apparently that actually is a weak spot. So that's where one of the shells penned. This is where the other shell penned us. Literally the only spots that we could have gotten pens, and we got pen there. Like, what is that? What is that? Even with premium shells, you can see the armor is incredible on the turret. In fact, I don't even know how the M6 penned us, because, I mean, if you pull out the M6 EXP, even loading APCR, that's a very tricky shot. Maybe we weren't using our gun depression. On flat, it's like 303, so if you're running Cali, you can cut through. You must have been running Cali. Either way, you can see why the armor on this vehicle is actually incredible. Look at how strong it is. This is AP ammo. Look at that. 280. Even the sides are 240. So this is a super, super strong vehicle. I personally really enjoy the M-IV-Yoh, and I would definitely recommend to pick it up if this is the kind of playstyle you like. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.